Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Um, where have I been? We had a 3-day event Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up at the Antique Tractor Club. So rather than start a live stream in the morning and only run it for an hour or so, I didn't do it. And then while Cappy was doing um, the event on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Friday afternoon, I had to go meet with somebody for an event that I had to do Sunday. I had to um, I had to wait for another hot dog cart, and then Saturday I went and did. Friday night I switched out the carts, left the cart that I had to get with Cappy and up there, and then I took our cart back home, and then Saturday I did an auction up in Hudson, which I lost my ass there because only 19 people showed up. It was a toy auction, and they were selling toys by the totes, $3-4 a piece. If I'd have had a few $100 that I didn't need, I'd have bought, a pickup load or a trailer full of stuff, because there was a guy there that bought enough to fill the back of uh, like a 14-foot trailer, and he only spent like $225. And these were all toys, new toys, collectible toys, and not to mention he got the toters with him, and then they were selling totes, stacks of 5, 20 gallon totes or whatever, stacks of 5 with the flap lids on them, $2, $2 or $3. That's all they were getting for them. I didn't have a need for them, but if I'd have had a trailer with me, I'd have bought them all for $2 or $3 a stack. He had 20 some stacks of them. You could sell them for $1 a piece and still make a killing on them. Good morning, Jenny. You're looking lovely as ever. Allie, you're looking lovely as ever. Tell Grandmama I said she is the sunshine that opens up the flowers. Misfit Mechanic, good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Gene. How are you doing today? And by the way, I am the winner of the Dirty Dog Diggers contest. I couldn't believe it. Lulu Love You told me I won it this morning. I haven't been on the computer since Friday. Friday morning, I was on for a few minutes, and that was only on Facebook. Actually, I did. I hit YouTube and said hi to Bobby, and then that was it. But anyways, you're welcome there, Jenny. Thanks, Gene. But then I did a hot dog event on Sunday, and the hot dog event was that was a pretty good event. It was 5 hours.
You caught hell all weekend.
Huh?
You caught all hell.
I caught all hell all weekend, but I actually made out some money on it.
Big deal.
See that? That was a tip jar, guys.
And I think you get that either.
This is what I got for working that hot dog event yesterday.
That's what you.
And I lost it already. The mama said that's her money, so that's fine.
It don't matter if it's fine.
It don't matter if it's fine. She needs a new pair of tennis shoes, so I'll take that money and buy her a new pair of tennis shoes.
No, I'll take the money and treat myself to what I want.
She'll take the money and treat herself to what she wants. But anyways, it was $32. I was there for 5 hours, so that averages what, $6.75 an hour tips? Hey, not bad. Plus what they paid me. I was ecstatic,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have upped it.
I know. When I first give them all a quote for it, I just give them a quote for normally, and then they told me it was 5 hours after I'd already given the quote. They already told because they only told me it was 4 hours. Well, then they said it was 5 hours. Well, when I got there yesterday at 10:15, I was the only one there. I thought, well, wait a minute, where's everybody at? Well, I got everything up. I was up and running, and I had my food up and running and cooking by 11. Two of them didn't show up till 12 o'clock. One of them was a catering job, and all they did is they brought the stuff in, set up the shaper pans, and walked away. And somebody said, if you're going to get any of that Mexican food. Now, the place that brought it is a good Mexican restaurant. I'm not reading comments right now, you guys. I'm talking. I don't know, but keep them up. I'll try to go through them. But anyways, it's a good Mexican restaurant. It's called the Grasshopper, and it's been a good restaurant for 50 years almost. But they brought it in and just did a self-serve, and somebody said, "Are you going to go get some of that?" I said, "No." Not after 300 people's walked through that buffet line. You don't know what people's dropped in it or whatever. I'm not eating none of that stuff. So, but I did they had a rib guy there, or a barbecued pork guy there, Randy's Barbecue. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as what everybody told me my hot dogs were. I had some guys that walked right past the rib or the pulled pork in the Mexican restaurant. And they even had a shaved a Kahuna ice, which is like a shaved ice slushy. But I had guys walk by all of them, and they said no. I had guys come in 6 hot dogs. I had one guy get 6 hot dogs, not at once. He just kept coming back. He said, "Man, I tell you what, these are the best hot dogs I ever had." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah. I'm telling everybody, come get a hot dog from you." So, but they were good. The event was good. So, but anyways, getting back to it, I didn't know that they were gonna have the Mexican restaurant there, and I didn't know they were gonna have the pulled pork there. If I'd have known that, I'd have kicked up my price some, because they paid like $8. They figured 600 people, so they figured $8 a person for the Mexican restaurant for the catering, and then they figured $8 I think a person for they figured $8 a person for all the restaurants. So for the barbecue and the thing got $8 a person. They even had a beer tent. Okay, they paid $1 for every glass of homemade root beer, homemade cream soda, and homemade orange creamsicle that they give out. And they paid $2.50 for every beer and it was a beer tent, $2.50 for every beer and $2.50 for every glass of wine. They give out 1,000 tickets for wine or for beer and 250 tickets for wine. So if I'd have known that they were going to spend that kind of money, I'd have kicked it up another $100 or $200, because at least $25 an hour to sit there, But I still made money, so I'm happy. So, and Gene, I gotta go look at that. I haven't been able to get there yet, but I gotta go look at your camper videos. Well, I'm sorry, Allie, that Pumpkin lost, but Pumpkin's just gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup. So that's good, Brad, that your dad's home. I'm glad to see that. Go, Kathy, go. That's right. So, yeah, I'm telling you what. I had a glass of a homemade root beer, and I went over there and got a homemade root beer. I walked over and got me a hot dog, and I told them guys when I got done, I said, "Come get you a hot dog and drink your root beer. You'll love it, because there ain't nothing better than a homemade." Or than a root beer, a nice cold glass of root beer and a hot dog. Huh. Wow. I'm glad I'm not watching it, because my belly's upset already. But and I did try their homemade creamsicle, and that was good. I liked it. So I actually asked them if they would be interested in, if I offered it on the cart, and they said, "Well, you got to get a CO2 tank, and we can do by the case and stuff because they make it themselves." But yeah, that would be pretty cool. So I got to figure out how to do it. But they had like, I don't know, 15 different kinds of homemade beer. This place is a craft beer place. They make their own beer. So it's pretty cool. The place, well, the beer tent I'm talking about, the place I did it for was called Anderson Development. And I really don't know what they make there. But they celebrated 50 years of business. So it was pretty good. Are you back home yet, Gene? So. You didn't get a bigger coffee pot? Would you like me to send you one, Gene? I made coffee for the auction on Saturday. 42 cupper, sold 4 cups. Now, every time I've been to this guy's auction, I've had 10 or 15 people come, got any coffee? Got any coffee? Well, none of them were at the auction. I figured if they were at the, when I took the coffee pot with me, hey, I would, sell some coffee. That's probably the biggest money maker right there. Who's Anna Kuhlman? Oh, okay. No, Anderson Development in Adrian. You're talking about Stopper Chemical. Right across from Great Lakes Chemical, or used to be Great Lakes, right over here up in Dean Street or Gulf Street. In fact, it was almost the closest event I've ever done. The fairgrounds was like 200 yards from me, and this is like 325 yards from me. So, And I didn't get any video of it. I wanted to, but they had a radio playing, and I know if you do a video on YouTube with a radio going, they give you an insequential, strike, and I don't know. I did that once at the Testicle Festival. I ain't gonna do it again. No. Kathy was at the Antique Tractor Club, which is over on Forester Road. I was over on, don't know. So, watch it. Go see now. I was over on Gulf Street and, Gulf Street and Michigan Ave. So. But we had a good day, a good time. Shalom, Novus Code Searcher. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, novice. Kevin said, I could have saved money if I'd have had you walk back and forth to the event. And he thought you was over here at Anderson. See how much he loves you? I'm not talking about Kevin Helming either. I'm talking about your brother-in-law. The one that says my sister-in-law with the sunshine.
That's all right. I never tell him I love him anyways.
She said it's okay. I never tell him I love him anyways. So.
You guys are twins. Idiots.
I'm doing okay. It was a busy weekend. Kind of sore. Wife is sore. Really sore.
Left me with all that.
So. My condolences. Oh, you Mr. Nilla. I can't get this hair to do nothing, man. I'm going to put my hat on, but I can't hardly see out of it. So, you know. Oktoberfest coming soon. I got to get my tap put in there, but you studied all weekend? Well, that's good there, novice. Yeah. So, well, I got paid for serving a certain amount. Or going, and if I went over, then they pay me extra. But it was a good deal. So I just know the next time I told they told me that that they enjoyed it, they liked it, and I said, well, if you guys have a company picnic or something like that, or luncheon, you want to let me know. Give me a couple of days advance notice, and I'll come over and make sure that you guys are all set up. So they said, man, you got to make your contacts when you can get them. So I'd have loved to have went to the Ozzy Osbourne concert. I think that would have been cool. Learning Torah codes, hard work. I have no idea what a Torah code is, but sounds interesting. Today, after I get off in here, it's going to be a busy day. I got all the pots and pans to wash. We got done last night. We brought everything home. I got it sitting out in the garage in toters. I got to bring them in, wash them all, sanitize them, then put them in, plastic bags. So, okay. First of the 5 books of the Bible and human. All right. Well, I don't know, man. That's something. To decipher Hebrew, or I don't know, translate Hebrew. Be pretty cool. I only know 2 languages. English and English. So, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't invite either one. Well, that ain't fine, fair. She take her boyfriend with her. So. Molly Gordon, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? You still here, Jenny? Well, you're doing a far sight better than I am, novice. So, uh, I I actually have had no major desire to learn another language. So, I do have some YouTube subscribers, that I am subscribed to, some channels that how to speak French, Spanish. Um, I think one's Greek, maybe. I can't remember. Um, so I have to look at them. So. Well, Dirty Dog Diggers, thanks for having the contest. But then again, there was really no competition. You know, all them mutts didn't compare to this mutt right here. Oh, oh. Fluent Drunkenese. There you go. You're with Gene. There you go. Come on. That's funny. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen it, go to Dirty Dog Diggers Dog Contest. I'll bring it up and I will put the link in here so you can watch it. Oh. There we go. There it is. Let me see.
And we're spinning to see who the winner is. Iron Dog! Iron Dog's the winner!
There it is. Iron Dog's the winner. Then they do the Iron Dog dance. There you go. That was pretty cool. I appreciate that, Dirty Dog Diggers. I will send you my address. I do have a fur baby that I will give the one toy to. It's not ours. It's my daughter's, but she's like a granddaughter to us. She's 11 years old or 12 years old. She's a little Jack Russell. Huh?
That show you how much you know anything. She's 13.
She's 13, excuse me. Her name is Jacqueline. So, good morning, Bobby Sprinkle. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. And I will give that toy to Jackie. Because every time she comes here, she comes running up to me and hops in my lap and starts licking me because she misses her papa. You're sitting beside a 150-pound puppy? No. And if you guys noticed, I did shave. See? I got to reshave again, but this is my 5 o'clock shadow, but I did shave. Irish Wolfhound. And you can't see it, but I was had my ear damn near tore completely off by a dog. So, a wolfhound. So. And I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything to provoke it. So it just happened. So. Actually, what really happened was you know, we were outside playing, me and Kevin, and he fell down and got a boo-boo, started crying. So I went over to see if he was okay and pick him up and wipe off his boo-boo. And, you know, we was only like 3 years old, and tell him he'd be okay, you know, and help him into the house. Well, when I did that, the dog attacked me because he come running at Kevin. So I pushed Kevin out of the way, and I, you know, protected Kevin from the dog so he could get away. So you got bit by a blind dog one time? um, we had a blind dog. She got glaucoma in one eye, and they took it out, and then she went blind in the other one. And then she was pretty neat. She would know. Well, Sandy Williams, shalom. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. So, let me check your channel out. I'm hoping you're a lady. If you're not, I don't want to offend you. So, okay. All right. Well, I'll subscribe to you too, Sandy. I see that you aren't a lady, so right. We don't want to offend nobody. So. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Sounds like fun. It does there, Moose. How you doing, Moose? Hey, when he sticks a hand in there, have him stick the other hand in there and see if he can clap. If he can, you know, you better get some poly grip or something. Brace yourself. That's right. Well, you know, Moose might like that. So. Oh, okay. You're all right. Well, then you are looking lovely as ever, then, Sandy. So nice to have you here. Yeah, you can go to your local garage and get a scope camera. You can look for yourself there, Moose. Oh, you can buy the camera that goes on your phone, and it comes with 6 foot of cord, so you can actually look at it on your phone. You lock down the cheese, make sure you can't get away. So. Oh. Yeah, 6 foot should be enough. You can sling it over your shoulder, or you can run it around the side and just hold it down like this and look at it. Yeah. So we try not to offend anybody here. We try not to. And by the way, good morning, Kevin Helming. I didn't say that, but we do like to joke. So all we ask is everybody treat everybody with dignity and respect. So treat everybody the way you want to be treated, and everything will be just dandy here. You tried me, phone dropped it in the toilet. Well, Just got a notification from one of the ones that are
Roger.
there you go. Hopefully I can keep that before he erases it. Cabs or Fat Boy 440 just put up a video about Cab 7 and his panel. So I know, go watch it. I can't right now. You know, I think I got it saved, but it looks like there's a blockage. Yeah, there you go. There probably was a blockage, but Moose, you know, you shouldn't use 2x4s and all that kind of stuff. You know, when they're talking about getting some wood, that ain't what they're really talking about there, Moose. All right, Kevin, you have yourself a great day. We'll see you later. I love you too. Take it easy. Don't work too hard. For those that don't know, Kevin Miller is my twin brother. So, honest to God, he's my twin brother. And go check out his channel. He's got some videos, and he does solar work. Right now, he's working at a store selling solar stuff in the morning, and he works at a factory during the night. So go check out his channel. He's rebuilding his solar generator, homemade, that he built himself. So I haven't been able to see if there's any new videos yet, but go check it out. I got to go check it out myself. So. And if you haven't subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe to him. So show him some channel love. And by the way, show everybody else some channel love. Go up here and check out their channel. If it's something you're interested in, show them some channel love. So.
Yeah.
Oh. Wife's getting the grandkids around. You still here, Novice? And Sandy? Good morning, Bama Grits. Good morning. Iron Dog 63. Got my coffee. Son's off to work, and I am GTG. And that's not got to go. That's good to go. That's right. Okay, I didn't know if you were still here. If you walked out, but I said you go out and check all these channels out if you want. We don't do a sub for sub here, but if you're interested in their channel, go ahead and check them out if you want to. And I'm pretty sure if you do, I'm sure the other ones are checking you out. So that's how we try to have, try to support every channel we can. So check out Bama Grits. She's got a good channel. So you're still waking up? Well, there ain't nothing better than Folgers in your cup. So, that really don't have to be Folgers. Any kind of caffeine will work. So. And by the way, Bama, I wasn't going to let him disrespect you like that again. So. Okay there, Bobby. So. Make sure, when Bobby goes live, you guys go see Bobby. I might stop in for a little bit, but I got a lot of stuff to do from yesterday. I still got a trailer to unpack. So, yeah, he He said that you didn't know your ass from, you know, sorry to say that, Bama, but you didn't know your ass from home around. So I don't think that boy really cares. Huh? No, I'm talking to Bama Grits. That's what, huh? Okay. No Folgers there, Jeff, just having Wheaties. Well, the breakfast of champions. Fat boy 440. Said that.
I know, I'll take it out of the other pants and I'll put it up for you. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll go
Jeff,
eat the rest of that.
you know they are putting warning boxes on them, or warning labels on them boxes of Wheaties. You know that, don't you, Jeff? I just want you to be careful. You know, look what 30 years of eating Wheaties did to Bruce Jenner. Just be careful. So. 8 o'clock coffee. I've never had 8 o'clock coffee. I was at the grocery store the other day and they had it, and I almost bought a bag of it because it was fresh ground and stuff, but I should have. So it's, yeah. So good morning, Junkyard. Nice to have you here. This truck driver's coffee. I was a truck driver for 30 years, so. Morning. Look what Wheaties did to Bruce Jenner after 30 years, Jeff. That's what I'm saying. Oh. No, I just I didn't say anything back to him. I just because I don't think he can see anything that I write. I just put him in timeout. So. Well, how about this? Dirty Dog Diggers? Is that okay? Well, stop novice after. Yeah, stop. Oh, you're talking about for truck driving. Okay. I thought you, excuse me, I'm sorry. No AMPs around here. There you go. How about that, Dirty Dog Diggers? There is no need to fear. Captain Underpants is here. I'm gonna pass out candy at the door in Captain Underpants. I figure after about 20 or 30 kids, the cops will be there and I'll go to jail. So I'm gonna need some bail money. Yeah, maybe you should eat Captain Crunch instead. That's right. That's funny there, Jeff. So, good morning, Patrick Hollick. How are you doing? I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you before. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. So, Farm Mall Fanatic. Good morning. Yeah, leave that. There you go. My daughter bought those for me like 10, 12 years ago. I've never worn them. They've been in my dresser. So I got candy. That's right. Hey, everybody. I was going to get me a van and put free candy on the side of it, but then I figured I'd be pulled over every time around the block. Oh. That's right. But the dog's showing the email. That's right. Parked down by the river. Yeah, there you go. What you need, misfit mechanic, is one of them thumpers. You know, the ones you go thump, 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 thump. And then that way you put it in your van and just turn it on. That way the back of the van jumps up and down. The cops see it and they think you're busy in there. There's a YouTube video. It's in England or whatever, and there's this car just bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and they got a thumper in there, you know, just. And the cops are walking up, and you can't see in the windows because they got a thing in there that's steaming up all the windows, so you can't even see in. So finally, they open up the door, and there's nobody in the car. So. Yeah, that's right. These grape nuts. That's right. That's fine. Did you see Caitlyn Jenner is actually suing Bruce Jenner for following her for all those years? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't even said hi to Ron yet today. Good morning, Ron. I'm sorry. I just take it for granted that you know I seen you here. So it turned into raisins. That's right. Yep. Bruce was stalking Caitlyn. Yeah. Oh. That's why. Yeah, that's okay. You're offended. I'm offended, but I won't cry about. There you go. Let me get back to what I was going to say. I can't remember now. Hold on. Trying to think. I go back. Oh. If we've learned anything from that little transition from Bruce to Caitlyn, just look what the Kardashians can do to a person. So I don't watch the Kardashians because it'll screw your life up. I'm telling you. Look what it did to Bruce. Yep, pumpkins are out. They've had Halloween stuff in the stores for a couple of weeks. Bruce Jenner's kid. Well, I don't know if Bruce does, but Caitlyn probably does now. They're novice. Yeah. So. Yep, Bama Grits has got a good channel. I don't get to see it as much as I'd like to, but she does have a good channel. I try to watch it as often as I can. When she brings out a new video, she is an inspiration. She's had some life, history. So I don't want to get too much into it. I'll let her explain, but. Yeah, and they're starting to put out Christmas stuff already. It's right. But when you do make a video, it's a good one there, Bama. I like the bird one. I thought that was pretty cool. Yep. You got to get it while you can get it, man. That's why they're doing it. Good morning, Tammy Sprinkle. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. All right, there, do it yourself. What are you going to do? Go slobber on your pillow and go to bed? That's okay. No. I'm here to support everybody's channel there, Bama. So I'm glad, people come and get you. I'm glad. I'm glad for you. We want to, that's what I'm here for. I want everybody to grow their channels.
White.
Oh, well, Misfit Mechanic, you're looking lovely as ever. Go get you some beauty sleep. You have a great night or a great morning. We'll see you later there, Misfit. Oh, no. See, they're trying to get the Christmas stuff in right now. And in the next week or two, they'll bring out the Thanksgiving, because there ain't that much Thanksgiving stuff, some pumpkin stuff and, the paper mache turkeys and stuff like that, and a wall clingers or whatever. And then that's it. They don't sell too much Thanksgiving stuff, but they'll put that out for a week or two, in the next week or two. They sell a lot of stuff for Halloween because people go to extremes to decorate. And they sell a lot of stuff for Christmas because they go to extremes to decorate and to give. So, all right there, novice. You're right. All right there, Misfit, you have yourself a great day, man. Let's see. Okay, I'll put my links in here. If anybody would like to donate to the channel, here's my PayPal. Here is one of my Teespring accounts. That's in white. Here is what happened to the other one? I must have. Here's my Grab-A-Dog. The I'll find it. Oh. I gotta find it again. I have one with red.
That's what I got a few group. Oh.
Well, I can't find it. I think it's done. I have to get. I have to go back into it and get another one. Yes, I shaved. Yeah. So
No, didn't do you any good.
she said, "That still didn't do you any good." Well, I know. Oh, isn't that funny? Bobby says he'll be back in 15 minutes. And then Tammy said she'll see you all in a bit or so. Huh. So that's what you crazy kids call it nowadays. Grandson said he's hungry. Did you tell him to go fend for himself, Gene? Just kind of funny. Junkie says, I noticed that too. 15 minutes, huh, Bobby? Wow. That went right over your head. Yeah. Good morning, Kathy Miller. You're looking lovely as ever. Oh, he wants you to fix it, not his mom. Okay. Quick shot, McGraw. There you go. That's quick. And yeah, quick draw, McGraw, but then a quick shot of work too. Sure, Bama. Sure. Get your man. Hey, I ain't the one that said I'll be back in 15 minutes, and then the other one says, I'll be back in a little bit or so. Hey. That's just funny. That's the way I took it, and that's the way it is. September 24th, 2018. All right, Gene, you have a good one, man. We'll see you later. Take care. You get it now, huh? Yeah, that's right. Oh. Yeah, now you're mine. Yep, it's 2018. Shave and take a shower. Okay. It's nowhere near the first of the month there, Bobby. You still got 7 days. That's right. Never knows what's going. Hey, as far as I know, I could be talking to you guys, and you all could be naked behind yours. I have no idea. Lucky number 7. There you go. There's one thing for sure, though, and this is the truth, and nobody can deny it. You're all naked underneath your clothes. Just remember that. And 2019 models will be out next week, and they'll still be overpriced, just as worthless as the 2018s, the 2017s, the 2016s. They haven't made a decent car since 1975. All the rest of them are just high-tech redneck stuff that just doesn't work. I'm so stupid. Well, try to prove me wrong. Everybody's naked underneath their clothes. I have got to go to the little boy's room and get a cup of coffee. And by the way it looks, I'm going to have to make a pot. So, oh, there we go.
I gotta find.
Your coffee cup's sitting there.
Right. I have to find it.
Yeah.
I had children to get up, so
I know. No, I gotta make
never
a.
an ending day for me.
I gotta make a pot of coffee, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Go ahead and talk about me. I know that's what's gonna happen. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Yankee Living, good morning. Nice to have you here. Well, that's a good choice, the 72 Mercury Cougar. It's probably too late, but bye, Kevin. Getting violent here again. Yib slap. Yeah, I know. All right, Novice, you have a great one. We'll see you later, man. Stop on by. I'm here every morning. Monday through Friday, 6:30, Saturday and Sunday, 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, whatever. So. That's funny there, Yankee. Yeah, we can hear what you guys are thinking. Alabama Bushcrafter, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, I've been busy. I got to get a hold of that guy, see what's going on. So, sitting at your desk. Well, that's good there, Yankee. At least you're upright again. So, hey, thank you. Like I said, we're here every day. Unless we got like an event or something to do, a hot dog event or something, then it's hard to be here that morning. So. Just a second, I'm doing a text real quick. Still coughing up the things from still coughing up things from the 70s. Yeah. Back then they didn't care, did they, Alabama or Yankee? They didn't care what they threw out there. There we go. Yeah, people are going to start talking. So. You've been up since 2:30 this morning. You're not sleeping good? Yeah. Well, good morning, Googler. How are you doing today? Nice to see you here. Who did Alabama play this weekend? Or last weekend, excuse me. Huh. Light rain and drizzle. Yeah, Googler. There's more Alabamians here than there is Mississippians or Missourians, or you're from St. Louis, yeah. St. Louis, Missouri. And just take your time there, Yankee. There ain't no sense, man. If you ain't feeling good, there ain't no sense of working, hurting yourself, or not hurting yourself, but, overexerting yourself, man. I know you've been going through a rough spell for the last month and a half or 2 months. So. Ian, how you doing? It's dinner time. It's dog time. How you doing, Ian? Nice to have you here. Enjoy your dinner and watch the show. Yeah, I can't remember who they played, but I know it was another nobody team. I don't know. Yeah, Texas or whatever, yeah. So we played Nebraska. Michigan did. Kicked their hiney. Michigan State won. So, and I thought Wisconsin was going to lose, but they won. So, by the skin of their teeth, I guess. So, I didn't get a chance to watch any football games this weekend. I should have DVR'd them, but, I got the Big Ten Network, and I watched that last night. And they have the games in 60 minutes, which what they'll do is they'll do the whole game in 60 minutes instead of the 3 hours it takes because of the flags and the commercial breaks and the timeouts and all that other stuff in the halftime event. They do it in 60 minutes. The only thing is they don't tell you what game is coming on in the channel preview. So, I wanted to watch the Michigan game, but I couldn't find it. So I started watching the Big Ten, games in 60 minutes and still didn't see it. So. So. I was impressed by Alabama last week when they played, and they play Ole Miss or something like that. So, I can't remember, but right. The other night I was watching a live stream, and Ian was on it, or he was in the chat room, and I think it was you, Dizzy, or Hazy Days, and they were talking about Ian, and he'd been drinking. They were talking about how he was drinking or whatever, and so we started talking about it. But little did we know he took off. I believe he was drinking. I know he was in his, he was getting ready. He said he was in pajamas or something like that. And I said he's in his Power Ranger pajamas. Well, we didn't know it, but he took off to take a shower. And we're all talking about Ian, and then he come back and he started reading the chat. He said, yeah, see how you guys are? Yeah. Yeah, Missouri's probably going to go down. So. Huh. Yeah, not the real Ole Miss, yeah. Yeah, Ole Miss used to have a great team, but the last, the year before last was great. Was a good team. Last year was a decent team, and this year it's not. So that was funny though, wasn't it, Ian? Power Ranger pajamas. Ninja Turtle. Redmond Prospecting and Paranormal. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you, man. I kind of doubt Missouri's going to take Alabama. You never know. You know, David, he's slain Goliath. You know, so it doesn't know. You know, you don't know what can happen. A couple of key mistakes from Alabama can be the whole game. I'm doing okay. Was busy all weekend. We had a 3-day hot dog event to do at an Antique Tractor Club, and went over there Thursday night, sent the tent up, took the cart over there, and got everything set up. Friday went over and got with the wife, and I helped her get some stuff started, and then I left. And then I come back later on because I had to go meet somebody for another event on Sunday, and I had to wait for some equipment to show up, but it didn't show up there. It showed up at the tractor club. So, that's because she's the important one. So that's right. We did okay with the events. So, I mean, we didn't make a ton of money, but we made some money. So, I did an event on Sunday, and I didn't know it, but when I give them the quote on the price and stuff, they were having some other people come in, and they were paying them top dollar. And if I'd have known that, I'd have charged a little more. So, but And Saturday, I basically made about $20 Saturday, and I spent $10 at the auction. So I made $10.
7, 10. You're a liar.
Huh?
You're a liar.
No, I made
You made $10.
No. I made $10 and I spent $10. I made $10 out of it.
You should have just stayed gone. Then you wouldn't have got your ass.
Right. So, you have mail? Okay. Oh. Big Steve, good morning. How are you doing? You know you are late, so there is a write-up in the box. So, in your mailbox. Oh yeah, you're going to have haters. So. Let's see. They do have lots of speed and talent. You're right. Oh, is that the way you want to be, Big Steve? Huh? Is that the way you want to be? Tell me. Stick it where the sun don't shine? Well, that's insubordination. I'll put another right up in your box. Now he hit the key. He's got sausage fingers. Oh. You know, he's just playing with you guys. He really likes Alabama. In fact, he's Facebook messaged me several times. He thinks Alabama's his favorite team. He's just screwing with you. So whatever he tells you on here, he's just kidding. So even though he'll probably say, no, I'm not kidding. You know, he is. Because I can show you the Facebook messages he sends me every day, you know. So. Ain't that right, Big Steve? But he actually thinks, you know, he thinks Michigan's his favorite team. He said Alabama comes in close second. You know. So. I'm an Oklahoma fan. I'm going to call BS Alabama always a killer. They are a good team. I see. You got it, doggy. Yeah. You'd be lucky if Missouri even shows up for the ass whipping they're going to get. No. You know, I'm just playing with you guys. I love college football. I don't care who it is. I love college football. I love high school football. As far as the National Football Losers, the NFL, not so much. Bunch of overpaid crybabies. That's all they are. So whiners. You know, they'll. I won't. I'm not going to show that one, Big Steve. So, but you know. Thank you, Dirty Dog Diggers, and I will send you my address. So. Thank you for what you do. So. And you're welcome. Where was I going? Oh, they'll all kneel for a cause that they want to, you know, for something that they think they want to cause. You know, police brutality. But you go check the records of half of these football players. Check the police records. Half of them are for domestic, you know, the majority of them have been arrested for drug possession, drunk driving, you know, illegal weapons, domestic abuse, assault and battery, but they all have a cause against police brutality. I don't understand it. You know, if you weren't breaking the law, the police wouldn't be there to cause you police brutality. Now would they? And if you would obey, you know, if you'd obey the police directions, the orders, like you're supposed to, you wouldn't be, you know, there wouldn't be no police brutality. If the cops say put your hands up, you put them up. If they say interlock your fingers, you interlock your fingers. If they say walk backwards, walk backwards. If they say get on your knees, you get on your knees. There's none of this, you know, go screw yourself. That's where the police brutality starts. You cause it your own self. So. That's right there, Bama. That's right there, Alabama bushcrafter. They do. Thank you, Redmond. Good morning, East Dad. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. That's funny. I can't believe some of the money these teams are getting to play, college teams. They're getting paid $1 million and $5 million. Who was it that got paid $5 million? It was last weekend, not this last weekend, but the weekend before last. A college team got paid five. I can't remember which one it was. $5 million to switch from going to their stadium to going to a professional football stadium to play. $5 million. Can you imagine that? Just to switch the venue? $5 million. No. The coaches on most of these football teams, these college football teams, make 150 times more than what the dean of the college makes. Some of these coaches make 200, or not 200. They make $2.5, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million a year. They sign a contract for 5 years or whatever, $30 million. The dean, I don't know what the dean makes, but I bet the dean don't make $250,000 a year. I was exaggerating 100 times, but they make a lot more than what the dean of the colleges make. Welcome back, Allie. How are you doing? How was Grandmama? Oh. You made the OU scouting roster in 1989? God, I'm old. 1989, you're just a youngster. Well, tell Grandma to enjoy her Quaker Oats. Right. Got the little Dutch guy on it. And the steroids make your sack look like potassium. Yeah. Does it turn them green too, you said? Do you know that for a fact? It's like 44 degrees or something like that here. If I ain't mistaken. No, it's 52 degrees here. 69 for the high today. Not bad for the 24th of September. We still got Indian summer to go through, so. I know, rub it in. 41 there. $55 degrees. Yeah, share some of that heat. Well, no, you haven't told me lately you love me. Well, I love you too, Bama Grits. Well, I'm just taking it that she did. We made some money, not a lot. Auburn fans, anybody bless their hearts. Yeah, Alabama. Oh God. None of your business, Steve. That's funny. You tell them, honey. Okay. I know. Me, oh, shut. Just use a stapler. Oh, by the way, Friday, please. Friday, after I said, went over there and helped them get started, I had to come home.
You dropped us off. Why do you lie?
I helped.
What?
I put ice in the coolers and stuff like that,
Oh my gosh, Keith. I'm gonna.
and helped put pop in the coolers and stuff. So, anyways, after that, I left and I went to a yard. On my way home, I seen a yard sale, so I stopped. And as I'm walking around, they had this black little tote out there, and it said free stuff in it. Well, it had like a 20-foot long air hose, so I took that. And it had good connections on it. So, and then it had a thing that you can put in your closet to put the rod on it, closet rod holders. It had one of them brand new in the package, so I took that. And it had a pair of jumper cables with no ends on it, but these are 12-foot long cables. I took those because if I ever get me another 110 welder, I always take, every time I get one, I take the leads off it because they're junk, and I put in battery cable or battery jumper cables for leads, because then you don't go wrong. You can't melt them, and it holds it'll handle the watt or the heat. So I kept those. Well, then they had a first aid box, and it was just plastic. I figured, hi, Joanne Plans. It's nice to have you here. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good morning, and you're looking lovely as ever. If you guys don't know who Joanne Plans is, go ahead and check her out. Last time I knew, she had about 17,000 channel followers, so check her out. She might have a lot more than that, or I'm close to where she used to have it. I haven't been on one of her live streams in about a month, I think. So let's check her out real quick. But anyways, they had 16,000. That's what she has. So, anyways, they had a plastic first aid box there. I see you've been traveling a lot. I get your notices still. But they had a plastic first aid box there, and I didn't, what? It's just a plastic box. Well, I opened it up, and this thing was full of bandages and gauze and stuff like that, still in the wrappers, still cellophane. Oh, wow. Why would you throw out something that's still good, So I took that, and I brought it home. The case had, the latch was broke on the case, so I brought it home, and I got a first aid kit in the car, and I got a first aid kit out in the garage. Well, I filled up the first aid kit in the garage, and I filled up the first aid kit in the car, and I still got some stuff left over. So, and then I bought, for $3, I bought a little push cart. It's about 2 feet wide by 2.5, 3 feet long. Probably 2 feet long, 2.5 feet long. And it's got a steel pipe coming up about 2.5 feet tall. I was gonna use the wheelchair and tear it apart and use that for my generator, but I'm gonna put the generator on this, and it's got that pipe on it, and that way I'll be able to weld a hook on it so I can hold, put my cords and stuff on it for the generator. So, boy, you're asking for her to hop on a plane and go to California, ain't you there, Big Steve? Yeah, that's what I thought. Auburn played basketball, so that's right. Yeah, and she just got back from Ireland, right? Or was it Scotland? So, yeah, she'll put her in the kitchen, yeah. I think she was talking about Nate's wife, Ashley, Joanne. But yeah, I've seen Ashley Beauty hasn't been feeling good too. So. Bless their hearts. That's right. The funniest unfunny guy. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You have a phenomenal day too. I bet you didn't think I could pronounce that. You've been a busy girl there, Joanne. Just remember, tomorrow is Tuesday, so I'm out of here at 8:30. That's right. Got that Southern hospitality down there. Scott King, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Rednecks and Ford pickups and Coors. Coors. Used to be for the longest time you couldn't get Coors west of or east of the Mississippi. So. Almost, yeah. That would have been tragic, wouldn't it? Losing to Army. Don't get me wrong, I love my Army, but the Army football team now. Basically, all they are is a bunch of soldiers. They're not. They're not the top-notch football players that other colleges get. So don't get me wrong, though. I love my soldiers. So I do like watching the Army Navy game, though. You guys. Oh, you guys. Isn't it great that Scott King's coming back around again? That's pretty cool. So I've always enjoyed Scott King. Some of the emojis I can't understand heads or tails from, but it's funny. So Bama. Scott King is funny. He is a former trucker. So yeah, we can give up on the harassment of Alabama for a little bit. That's okay, Bama. They're just having fun, but let's see. Christmas clown. I don't know. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of that. Happy Hanukkah, Christmas. Okay. I didn't know that. Hmm. Missouri is Googler's. I don't know. I have no idea. No. Are you painting your fingernails? Okay, because I could smell it. I didn't know you're painting your fingernails or.
Don't worry what I'm doing, and I don't care.
No, I didn't know if you were doing it or if a guy across the street had been pouring, paint thinner or something on the ground. Oh. 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 I tell you what, I don't understand why the city hasn't come over and ticketed this guy across the street. Yesterday, he sat there and he steam cleaned a transmission on the approach in the driveway. So all that grease and whatever he had ran right down the street that was on the transmission. So the yard looks like a dump. He's got 5 vehicles sitting out there right now. The house looks like a dump. I guess inside the house is a major catastrophe. It's just, I don't know how some people live like that. So, the kids are what, 13, Kath, and 10? Huh? Yeah. They got 2 kids over there, 13 and 10. She had 4 kids. One, no, she had 6 kids. She's lost 4 to Child Protective Services. 2 of them the guy that she's buying her house from adopted them. So I don't understand that. I wouldn't have never give her nothing. She couldn't take care of her kids. Well, anyways, they're buying that house from him, and I'm sure he hasn't been in there to see it. So, all right, there, Scott. So, but anyways, I just don't understand it. I don't understand how people live that way, and it's actually bringing my property values down. If I go to sell this house, people are gonna look across the street, see that damn dump, they're not gonna buy my house. So, just boggles the mind. I'm still thinking about it. Um, Well, evidently I'm not. Thought I was reading all them. Oh, they've got a mattress outside. They got a mattress outside, laying on the ground. Their dog, well, 5 dogs, walk around, crapping in their yard, crapping in our yard. You know, I think I'm going to shoot one next time, just get it over with. They'll be right outside, and I'm not lying. They'll be right outside. Their dogs will walk right across the street and shit in my yard. I'll yell at them, and they'll, get over here. No, come over here and clean up your dog crap. I'm thinking about it, is going out and collecting it and then putting it on their steps. So when they walk out at
You just took that from me.
She said about doing it, but I'm thinking about really doing it and then putting it on their steps. So when they walk out at 5:30 in the morning to go do their bread route, they step in dog crap. Either that or open up the door of their bread truck and throw it in the floor. They had a big killing over a mattress. Oh, I probably wouldn't doubt it. In Abilene. Well, that's pretty cool, Allie. All right there, Yankee. You be good too. Let me know in a couple of days if you're still feeling good. Then I'll give you a phone call. I don't want to bother you while you're not feeling great, or let you get some stuff caught up, and then I'll call you. I'll tell you, I'm not trying to take it out on the dog. I don't have anything to shoot the dog with anyways, and I wouldn't do it with a gun. I'm talking like a pellet gun or something like that to get them out of my yard. But you can yell at the dog just looks at you. All 5 of them. They'll come walking over here like ain't nobody's business. And they'll be standing out in their yard watching them. They don't care. The dogs walk right across the street. 2 months ago, they got a ticket for $900 because all 5 of their dogs were walking around with no licenses on. So they got a $900 ticket for it. That was they had to have the dog's license, and then they had to have shots for them all, plus the fine. And they don't take care of them. And if you think that's something about them doing it in my yard, they do it right in the house. I was over there, knocked on the door. One of them come to the door, looked at me, growled, turned around, cocked his leg, and peed on the dog food bag. So. It's a wonder they're not all sick or dying of some kind of, airborne disease in there, or bacteria. And, they've had CPS over there a dozen times. CPS won't even go in the house because they don't answer the door. And if the CPS is knocking on the door, they'll come out of the house. Like if they're knocking on the back door and they decide to come on out, they'll come out the front door and, yeah, can I help you? And they'll talk to them out there. They won't let them in the house. All right, there, Ella, you have a great one. Yeah, you smoke a fatty. But wait a minute, Redmond. I know. Dignity and respect, everybody. That's what it's all about. Dignity and respect. So I agree, I understand you may not agree with everybody, but and I'm not pointing this out to anybody, but dignity and respect, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you huh? Right. Uh who was it? I can't remember. Um I hardly agree with anyone, even myself sometimes. I can't remember somebody that's been on TV, celebrity or whatever, said one time, he said, what's the difference between stupidity and ignorance? And somebody said, no, what? He said, stupidity is when you do not want to learn. Ignorance is you don't understand it. That's why when there's laws, or most of them say ignorance of the law is no excuse. That's because you did not learn the law. That's why they call it ignorance. So ignorance is not really, uh, some people say, a cut down or whatever. It's not. Ignorance just means you haven't learned. Yeah, it is a morning, isn't it, honey? So. So. All right, there, Google. You have yourself a great day. So. I seen that, Big Steve. It come across already. So. Let me see. You're right. That's what it is. Simply not knowing any better. So that's what it's all about. I just had to go into. Well, ignorance is just that, you failure to learn. You have not understood it. It's so you just don't understand. That's what ignorance is. I can I can bring up the thing of it real quick. There we go. I had to take it down to where I could actually fit it in here, but um, there we go. No, nobody owes anybody an apology. Yeah. Good morning, Cammy SS. How are you doing this morning? You're looking lovely as ever. I know there, Bobby. They'll screw you every time if they can. That's right. Um, well, if you guys don't know who Cammy SS is, go ahead and check out her channel. Show her some channel love if you would. By the way, you're looking lovely as ever. If I didn't say that before, Cammy. Carolyn, want to be free. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Oh, I completely understand. No. No, it's not you, Carolyn. It's not you. This is way before you even come in here, so.
Can't hear you if you let it. Is it her or you?
Oh, I don't know. I thought she was talking about something else. Well, oh, you can't. Well, you're probably going to have to go in, Carolyn, and refresh. Well, she can't hear me, can she? Yeah. Well, you're welcome there, Cammy. Yeah, it's all about football. So, uh, there you go, Bobby. I don't blame you. No, she asked Bam if it was her. That's why I said no, it wasn't her. No. There you go. Now you can hear. Can you hear me now? Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I'm banning football. There you go. You're going to California for 2 months in January? Starting Jan. Well, that's pretty cool. I understand. There we go. You have union business out there? Oh, are you Teamsters? That's right. Jokers are always wild. Huh. Okay. Well, that's what I was as a Teamster. So, thing of it is the local that I belong to is the one that Jimmy Hoffa took the money and gave it to the mobster for a loan. Well, they never got it paid back. $5 million plus interest. So the government decided that our local would pay that $5 million back plus interest, which over the last 50 years has occurred to about 27 or $28 million. Well, now our local 164 is bankrupt. I don't get the $2,500 Teamster pension like I was promised when I did all this, when I paid my union dues and everything else. They're telling me my pension's only going to pay me $365 a month. Because we got to pay, that had to pay back that $28 million, which I think is a crock of crap. Teamsters is Teamsters, so the whole Teamsters should have paid, the $28 million. Jimmy Hoffa was the president. So, I don't know. But they took the money out of our local. And that happened in the 60s. I don't support the NFL either. National football losers, that's all they are. If I was a military, I wouldn't even show up to their games. And in fact, if I was the cops, I wouldn't show up either. Let you protect your own damn selves. So you're such big bad guys. So no. Not that I have anything wrong with the military doing a halftime show or whatever at the NFL. It's just I don't think they should show up for all the disrespect that they're getting. The men and women that in the armed services and the men and women that are in the first responders, police, fire, EMS, they get disrespected too. And I think it's a pity. I really do. That's because your uncle's company probably didn't pay the pension, didn't pay in the pension fund. If your uncle's company went bankrupt, okay, your uncle should still get a Teamster pension because he was paying into it. Now, he paid it to the company, and the company was supposed to pay it into the union. Now, if the company didn't pay it into the union, then that's why they didn't get, and it shouldn't have went that far, because the company should have paid, the union should have come in and said, hey, union brothers and sisters, your company hasn't been paying your union dues that they're taking out of you. So there's something there, if he isn't getting a pension, it's not because the Teamsters aren't paying it. It's because the company didn't pay it to them. Oh, that was like 15 years ago. Yeah. Well, I got 25 years, and I was supposed to get a $2,500 a month pension. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, the company never paid in their part. That's what happened. So, now that happened when I was working for the garbage company. The company didn't pay them for like 6 months. The union come in and they said, hey, you either pay your payment that you're supposed to pay, or we'll put up a picket fence, picket line right at the gate, and you won't have, you'll be shut down until you make the payment. This was on a Monday. Friday, the union got a check, certified check from the company. So And it wasn't our company, you know, the company I worked for there. It was from the corporate office, didn't send it in. So. How many years did you work there, Steve? I've never heard of the HERE union. Three years. So you're not. Usually, it takes 5 years to get vested, and when you get a 5-year vested, it's nothing. It's only like $40 a month or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hotel employee. All right. I just didn't know what it was. I've heard of that one. Yeah. Huh. Spectre Freight Dock. Okay. Never heard of them. Oh. But I think anybody gets cheated out of their pension, it should be that's a tragedy. You work all your life, you make your payments like you're supposed to, you work, and then they screw you out of your pension. I'm only 55. I can't even get my pension till I'm 58. In order to make my quota or my thing, you got to come up. I started young. I was 23 years old when I started working for the garbage company. I was the youngest employee they had for 5 years. And then finally they hired somebody in, and I was 28 and he was 26. So, you know, but I was the youngest one they had there for 5 years. Well, the union dues is something, it's for the union dues pay for strike funds. They pay for your retirement. It's not just you paying the union. No. Usually it's 2 hours or 2.5 hours of pay a month. So, and it goes to pay for the union. It goes to pay for strike funds. Now, you think, well, $50 a week or a month is a lot. You go on strike and you start eating $200 a month or $200 a week strike pay. It don't take very long to eat up that $50 a month that you've been paying in. You know what I'm saying? For every week, it's 4 months. So in 3 weeks, you've already used a year's worth of dues up. And that's not counting that part of that due that you had was your retirement, and the other part was to help pay for the union to operate. So, all right, Cammie, hurry back. The Teamsters are a strong union. They are. It's just our local closed down because they went bankrupt because of that $5 million payback and the $28 million bucks. And we're all getting screwed over because the Teamster National won't kick in and say, hey, we realize you guys were all brothers and we're going to help kick in. No, they didn't. But they took our union dues. The Teamster National did. I drove garbage truck for, let's see, 21 years. They fired me. 22 years. They fired me. I went to court. Bama, you didn't have to do that. Oh my God. Thank you, Bama, but you didn't have to do that. I appreciate that, but you didn't have to do that. That is way too much. Anyways, I'm just flabbergasted. I am. I will. I'll take her out to dinner. Man, that was. I'm speechless. God, I'm getting all misty now. I appreciate that, Bama, but you didn't have to do that, honestly. But anyways, they fired me from the garbage company for catching a telephone wire on the top of the truck as I was backing down the street. I didn't have anything up in the air. It was just caught on the truck. So the wire was too low. So they fired me. I love you too, Bama, but I'm serious. That was something. I appreciate it, but you really didn't have to do that. But anyways, they fired me, and then I took them to, arbitration, and I won in arbitration. They appealed it up in Detroit, and I won the appeal. Oh, I'll take Kathy out to dinner. I will. I won the appeal up in Detroit, and then they appealed that, and we went down to the 6th District Court of Appeals, and I won that one, and they were going to appeal that, but the next case they were going to go to would be the Supreme Court, and that was going to cost them millions of dollars to fight it there, and I'd already won 2, so they decided no. So I did win, and it took me, I got back pay, but I'd been working all along, so my back pay wasn't nothing compared to what it should have been. They should have had to pay me everything I would have earned besides, what I earned from different people shouldn't have been nothing. So, they shouldn't have counted that against me, but they did. So. Yeah, that's right. And, they finally, I told them, I walked in there after I'd won, and, it'd been like a month after I won the third case. And I said, you either pay me what you owe me, or I'm coming back to work Monday. And I'm going to sit in the break room, and I'm not going to lift a damn finger. And if you so much as look at me cross-eyed, I'll get a lawyer in here and I'll sue you guys for everything I can get for harassment. That was on a Monday. On a Friday, I had a certified check at the Teamster Hall for what they owed me. So 21 years I was a garbage truck driver. Then I started driving short doubles for a local guy here, and I liked that job, but he didn't have insurance. And I got laid off in the winter, went to work for another guy down in Toledo. Guy treated me great, paid me good. So I stayed there for 6 years until I got sick to where I couldn't work no more. Life on the trail. Good morning, everyone. They are. They tried to tell me I was backing down the wrong side of the street. And so they had a state trooper there at the arbitration meeting. And the state trooper said, let me tell you something. if you are going this way and the traffic is going this way, and if you're backing up in this lane, I'm going to give you a ticket because you're going the wrong direction in that lane of traffic. Now, if you're backing up going that way, and that's the lane of traffic going that way, you're not going to get a ticket because you're going the lane of traffic. You're going in the direction of traffic. I was backing down this little side street so I could get all the way down to the end because there's no turnaround down there. And they said, well, you could have pulled in the driveway. We have permission. I said, well, show us a permission. They couldn't even produce a letter stating that they had permission to turn around in somebody's driveway down there, which I know they didn't because there are $250,000 houses down there with, concrete driveways. There's no way nobody's going to let you turn around a 50,000-pound truck in their driveway. And they said, well, you could have turned around down there. There's a cul-de-sac down there. Well, I went down there and measured it. The cul-de-sac was 32 feet. The street itself is 33 feet. The cul-de-sac was nearer than the street was. So I have to check out one of your live streams there, Redmond. I have yet. So, oh well, thank you, Theo. It was nice of you to think of me. By the way, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever, Theo. So. Life on the trail, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You need a laptop, yours is broke. Okay. What are you doing on your phone? Well, you can live stream on your phone. I don't know how to do it, but you can do it. It's hard, I guess. So. Are you still in the room, Cap? Get in the room real quick. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I know there ain't no coin slot on the computer. That's right. Okay. That would be cool, Alabama. I got to get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I'm back. So, Sandy K, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. You have a blessed day too. Oh, that's good coffee. I just made about 3/4 of a pot or whatever. There was some left in it, so I didn't want to make pour a full thing in there because then we have a big mess. So. Huh. All right, there. Yeah, eat dinner. I think that's what you're talking about. Oh, peace, peace, clowns, love, dinner. I don't know what you're saying there, Scott, but it's okay, man. So, yeah. Well, I've had some bad coffee there, Alabama. I mean, I've had some real bad coffee. Down on Dog River. Okay. Never heard of it, but I'll have to look that up. Okay. Did they give you? They sent you an email with a confirmation number. If it isn't there, Bama, get a hold of them. So. You're right. It could be an alien invasion. I seen that. I watched that video you had right there, alien walking in the woods. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, go in there and contact them. If they should have told you when they were going to print it and how long it would be before it was sent out. So, like when I did mine, they said yours would be printed in like 8 days, and then we'll send it out or something like that. Because they have a run on stuff, when they do stuff like that. So. Oh, just thinking of bushwhacker. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. Bushcrafter. Yeah. No, I have not seen that. Okay, I'll have to watch that. Oh. You're talking about smoking trees, okay. I have to Scott King, sometimes I have no idea what your emojis are talking about, but it is funny to watch them. Because I sit there and for the longest time, I sit there and try to figure out what is that? What's he mean? But hey, as long as you're happy doing it, I guess it's okay. Okay. Just a taste of what's to come. Here is my teespring again. This is Grab a Dog, in case you guys want to buy a Grab a Dog apparel. Don't buy the coffee cup though, because the coffee cup's $14.99 on the Grab a Dog. I forgot to lower the price on that, unless you want the coffee cup for $14.99. But and there is my PayPal account if you want to donate to the channel. So, okay. I'm assuming that's talking about smoking funny weed. Oh. If you have a new one, all you have to do is lock it down, push the button. There you go. Now, I bought a wheelchair the other day at that thrift store that was closing its doors. I bought a wheelchair, and I was going to make it into a cart to hold my generator. Huh? And the wife went off on me. So I bought it for $1. It sat outside next to the building or in front of the building. I said, what do you got to have for it? He said, I don't know. Somebody dropped it off. Give me an offer. Well, I said, what do you take for it? He said, make me an offer. I said, $1. They said, sure. So I brought it home. I was going to tear it apart and use it for parts and make make it a cart for my generator, so I could wheel it around without no problems. Well, then my daughter and my wife said, hey, if somebody can use it, give it to them. So I told my daughter, because she works with, at a daycare, nursery, and she knows some people. And I said, if you find somebody that does need it for that specific reason, for, a child that needs it, because it's not for anybody bigger than like 150 pounds or whatever. It's only about, about a little bit wider than a laptop. Okay. The seat is. So maybe it's 22 inches or whatever. I said, if you know somebody that needs it, and they, have a valid reason for needing it, not to take it home and take it apart and use it for parts or whatever, but if they have somebody that can actually use it, I'll be more than glad to give it to them. I have no problem with that. And then I found another cart. Like I said, I found another cart at a garage sale, and I bought that, and I'm going to put my generator on that. I've already got my generator mounted on, wheel or on a cart but the casters are so small it gets hung up on everything. Dutchy Dutch, good morning. Nice to have you here. Nothing smarter or meaner than a junkyard dog. You're right, man. You're right, Scott. So, so. I'm doing great. Dutchie, how are you doing? Nice to have you here this morning. Hey, I tell you what, from everything I heard, it does help. It does help with that. It does help with the pain. You know, I have no problem with medical marijuana. I really don't. Recreational is another thing, but I don't think, I think when you do have medical marijuana, you should have a valid reason for having it. Like the state of Michigan, all you had to do was call in to a hotline, and some schmuck that, you know, barely graduated from the uh, oh, I don't know, some college that doesn't even, you know, exist, online college, and he's a doctor. We'll give you a prescription, so you know we'll send you the cards after you pay them $75, so you can get the medical marijuana. That's something. Uh, there was a guy that's got a home or experimental plane. And I tell you what, if I knew that Mama wouldn't get upset, I'd have bought it because he didn't want hardly jack for it. He had this sitting in his garage, and he said, I think it was the advertisement said damn near free. And it was an experimental plane that had been flown. It didn't have an engine in it, but you could put the engine in it. But this thing was made out of canvas and fiberglass, you know, plastic and stuff like that. And it had been flown, had wheels and wings and everything on it. It just didn't have an engine in it. And he explained that it was a 24 horse, you know, like a Briggs and Stratton engine that went into it. With a fuel pump on it, so you could, you know, wouldn't. But that's what he had onto it as an engine, and it did fly. And I didn't contact the guy because if I knew, and if he just said damn near free, you know, to me, and I'd have give him, you know, hey, I'll come get it for $10, and he'd have said yeah, we'd have got us a trailer and took the wings off and brought us an airplane home. And I know I'd have been in the doghouse, but I'd have had me an airplane. Didn't know what I'd do with it, but you know, so. But I don't know if it's still on marketplace or not. But you know, sometimes you find the weirdest stuff, you know, for nothing. People just want to get rid of it. I get one hitter quitter. There you go. Yeah. There you go. But as far as that, you know, that would have been cool. So, and in fact, it would have been an attention getter. You know, people come here and see it sitting on my cement slab on the airplane. How'd you get it here? You know. I got the best in Ohio. Yeah. Well, they tried to make it legal in Ohio, and but they wanted to make it so it was corporate run, so only corporations could grow it. Well, you know who was trying to do that? The pharmaceuticals. That's who wanted to do it, and Ohio told them no. You know, if you want to make it legal, that's fine, but make it so everybody else can grow it, not just the pharmaceuticals, because they can get more money and be richer and richer and richer. You know. So, all right, there, Redmond. You have yourself a good day's sleep, and we'll see you. I'll be on tomorrow. Come see me. Sorry, I haven't been on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Or no, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I tried to get on Thursday night, but the internet went out, and then I got back on Thursday night, and the internet went out again. And I said, "Heck with it," and I just shut down the computer, and I'm done. So. So that way, if you see the Thursday night, you know what happened. I couldn't get the internet wouldn't stay on. But that's what I get for paying for such good internet service. So tasty, you just can't take one. That's funny, Scott. So yeah, but you're gonna get some kick-ass beer here shortly, there, Junkyard in Oklahoma. Better than that stuff you've been drinking. Oh. I don't even think Steve's in here no more. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. So it's just foosball. That's right. So I don't know. You're blazing right now in my honor? Oh no. Oh, Alabama's blazing right now. Scott King down there. There you go. See? Well, that's your own prerogative there, Big Steve. You're probably watching your Jesus EVP video. There you go. Oh. Yeah, will be less people at church come Sunday morning. They'll be all too drunk. They're not used to that 6.2 beer or 6.5 or whatever you guys are going to get. They're used to that 3.2 where you can drink a case of it and still go, go square dancing. That's your own prerogative too there, Alabama Bushcrafter. Everybody's entitled to their own prerogative. So. Yeah, them Saturday night Baptists ain't going to make it, are they? But they might want to make that tithes and offering tray. They might want to make that with a strainer, because them guys drunk on Sunday, So no, she's let's see. Puff puff pass. Is he serious about what their Bama Grits? We'll see you later, Redmond. You have a great one, man. Nice to have you here. Puff, 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 give. There you go. Now, I've seen it before when I was a kid. Some guy holding it like this and took a puff, and then he took a second puff, and when he took that second puff, it come out of his fingers, and guess where that puff went? Burnt the living crap out of him. That's right, being free, love the good old USA. Me too. Grizz, good morning, Grizz 270. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. He's got an EVP video. I can't remember what it's called, but you have to go into his channel. You'll be able to see it there. It's his very last video there. How you doing, Grizz? Good morning. Did you miss me? I know, with every bullet so far. I know you never miss, Grizz. Electronic voice paranormal or something like that. It's where they put a black box out in, at night, and it's digital, and they claim that I have no idea, but they claim you can hear voices on it. And if you watch some ghost hunters and stuff like that, they'll put it out. Next thing you know, you'll hear something. They'll ask it a question, and then all of a sudden it'll come back with an answer. It is kind of cool. Go ahead and watch it, Bama, and see what you think about it. But it is kind of cool. And what they claim it is residual. I don't know if it's spirits or whatever, but it's residual memories from the area. There is plenty of YouTube videos about the Gettysburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, they've got video out there, and it shows Confederate soldiers walking out of the woods, it shows them, soldiers walking out of the woods. And you can tell that these were soldiers, back in the 1860s. But you can see right through them. And there's plenty of videos that show it. There's plenty of videos, where they used to, there's an old bar now, but it was a building at one time for something else, a restaurant or whatever, or, I don't know, barn or whatever. And they used to take care of the wounded there from the Battle of Gettysburg. And they'll go in there with the EVP, and you can hear people screaming all night, in that EVP. And it says it's residual or something. Right, you call it demons, but other people don't call it demons. I don't know what to think of it, really. Especially if you don't see nothing there, but you can hear it. So I don't know. What they claim it is, it's residuals, memories or whatever. So. I don't try to do anything, the paranormal and stuff. I don't like a Ouija board. I don't, that's definitely out of the questions. I would never do a Ouija board, because I've actually I was there one time and seen that thing start moving by itself, and with nobody's hands on it. So Ouija boards are, they give me the willies. Yep. We had a pentagram in the garage when we first, the other house, and there was and it had candle wax at all the star points. And they used to, from what I understood, they sacrificed animals in the garage, and we got rid of all that stuff. So you can say what you want that it's fake, but I've actually seen that thing move by itself on a flat table. Ask it a question, nobody's touching it, and it's moving by itself. Um, was that about 2 a.m.? No, it wasn't about 2 a.m. It was, I don't know, like 11 o'clock at night. I hadn't been drinking their junkyard. I know what you're getting at. You like it. You love it. You want some more of it. You can't get enough of it. Is that right, Scott? So. Now, in the other house, I don't know, like 20 years before we bought the house, some guy hung himself in it. Okay. And my wife was coming home one day and she come in the house. She said, how many times I tell you not to let the kids upstairs by themselves? Because there was a window at the top of the stairway that was only like this far off the ground, okay, off the floor. And there's a big wooden window, window frame. She was afraid they'd open the window and fall out. So I said, they weren't upstairs. They've been down here. She said, no, I seen one of them upstairs when I pulled in. I said, no, you didn't. They weren't here. They were down here. So was sitting in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, and we had like a 6-foot long or 8-foot long hallway that walked in from the bathroom door, then it opened up into the bathroom. So I was sitting in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I heard this, and this is like 3 o'clock in the morning. Keith. I said, yeah. And just about that time, I thought I was daydreaming, just about that time I looked up and all of a sudden this face come around the corner and looked at me. And it was a good thing I was sitting there because I just emptied everything right there. And Ruby Slippers, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. They said you'd grow out of it. That's funny. Anyways, it was Thanksgiving and there was like 8 or 10 of us in the kitchen. And I was sitting at my table or my chair at the table. All of a sudden, a bottle of peach brandy, brand new, never been opened, was sitting on the refrigerator, and I'm talking about this far back from the front of the refrigerator. Comes flying off the refrigerator and misses me, goes right behind me and breaks on the floor. Now this thing flew probably 7-8 feet. Nobody was around it. And there was all these people were sitting there when it happened. And I'm not kidding. Kathy can tell you too. She'll tell you the same thing. It all happened. It was a Thanksgiving day, and there was like 8 or 10 people there when it happened. When we moved out and bought this house, I was over there, and it was dark, and there was no lights in the house, no electricity. I went to go into the bedroom, and I couldn't open the door. Finally, I got the door opened. I walked in the bedroom, and I got the stuff out of there, and I went to shut the bedroom door. And went to shut the bedroom door. It got jerked out of my hand. The handle got jerked out of my hand. And there was nobody in that room. I know damn well there was nobody in that room, but it did happen. So, but it is just something to think about, you know. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know what's all going on in this world. Nobody knows. So, Picker Rick, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. On your way to the store? You're going to pick up some biscuits and gravy or sausage biscuit or something? Get you a pack of smokes, a sausage biscuit? No. By the way, y'all, Bobby is going live at 9:30, or he went live. I didn't get a notification, so he said he was going live at 9:30. So I don't know if it's his time or my time. But I'm positive she wasn't throwing a rolling pin at me, Jeff, because she was at the end of the table and she was sitting at the left, to the left of me. So on the side of the table. Jackie, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I'm going to be leaving here in 3 minutes, but it's nice to have you here, Jackie. You're looking lovely as ever. Oh. You're welcome. AM. So it's 8:30 Bobby's time right now. So I don't know if he's going on in a half an hour or if he's doing 9:30 my time. But he said he was going on at 9:30. So I'm assuming it's his time. Yeah, no, Kathy didn't pay anybody to throw it at me there, Grizz. So there was nobody there. There was nobody on that side. They were all, around the counter, at the counter and on that side. There was nobody within 5 feet of it besides me, and I was sitting down within 5 feet of the refrigerator. Oh, you're welcome there, Ruby. So, all right, everybody, it is 9:29. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. I enjoy the comments, the laughter, the jokes, everything. I think it's fine. I think it's funny. I think it's great that people that's never met can get along with one another and talk. Sure, people have differences, like everybody else does, but, differences are differences. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Bama Grits, I especially appreciate the super chat. You didn't have to do that, but I will take Kathy out to dinner. We'll go someplace nice. So y'all have a great day. Good morning to y'all. And stay safe. Prayers and peace to y'all. There you go. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later. I'll be up, puff them if you got them, I guess. And for the most part, you're right. But y'all have a great day. Check out Bobby Sprinkle when he goes on live. It's either going to be in a half an hour or an hour. So he said 9:30. So check it out. But I appreciate y'all for being here. All right, I will. I'll tell you where we want for dinner. Okay. So I appreciate that, ma'am. I really do. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later. Take care. God bless y'all.